Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Darrell Brooks Saga. We're gonna finish day 2. I want to say thank you everyone that has subscribed lately. We had some new people coming in. I'll say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for giving me a chance, and welcome to one of the nicest comment sections on the internet on YouTube. Because I'm really proud of my comment section. Everyone there is so nice. Like I upload this um videos at the 6 a.m. my time, and most people are there just to say good morning and be nice, and I love them. I love my whole community. They're great. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Give it a like if you like this content. I'm gonna be making more. Tomorrow we're gonna have one of my it's from another case, but I'm gonna love that video. But it's awful. It's an awful person speaking awful things. So you don't want to miss that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and let's go into the video.
Yeah, we'll be turning to a new topic.
Yeah, actually, I don't have too much more with Detective Casey. I could probably finish my direct in about the next 10 or 15 minutes, Your Honor.
I'll let you finish the direct and we'll reserve cross for Monday morning.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Sir, I want to show you another item that's been marked as exhibit. Exhibit 141. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
Oof.
I object, Your Honor. I thought it would be now approaching the witness.
I made a few exceptions to that, sir.
Will I be awarded the same?
Mr. Brooks, we'll take that up later.
No, of course not. You will never be allowed to get close to the witness. No way. With anyone. And this, I do believe that this was a mistake for the judge, because she established that it was just gonna be passing the evidence to a deputy, and then they were gonna give it to the witness. So it's a mistake by by Judge Darrow.
Sir, can you please identify number 141?
This is a list of everyone that is named victim in this case, which count it refers to, and the group that they are associated with.
Is that a summary of the testimony that you just provided, sir?
Objection. First, are we still looking at the video?
No, we can turn that off. Thank you. So your objection is, to that is granted. Do you have an objection to the question that was asked? Okay, keep going.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And that's a document we created for use at this trial. Is that right, sir?
Yes,
Keep track of everybody
correct.
and keep the counts all straight.
There's a lot of information to keep track of.
Okay. Move for admission of 141 and, yep, 141. I'm not going to publish that, Your Honor. Just want it in the record.
Mr. Brooks, any position on that?
Yeah, I object. Is that a document?
Yes.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled and the court will receive it.
Will I be able to view it?
A copy will be provided to you if it's not within the materials previously.
I love that his objection is just a question. Like, he doesn't even say irrelevant or something. He just wants to see it. He wants to see a list of the people affected by him. What's gonna do to you? You'll probably already have it.
Now, Detective Casey, I would like to return back to your post on White Rock Avenue and Main Street on November 21 of 2021. And do you remember something happening around 4:35 p.m. that afternoon, sir?
Yes, I do.
What do you remember?
It was a normal day. It was windy out. It was cold. A little bit after 4 p.m., I heard on Channel 1, which is a primary channel that our road squads use, Squads being first I heard a reserve officer call out that he's out with two people, and they reported that there was a fight down by the boat launch.
Okay. Did that draw your attention for any reason?
It was just a little bit north of my location, and I just wanted to make sure that I was aware in case somebody came my direction.
Okay. But you didn't leave your post?
I did not.
Okay. What do you remember happening next, sir?
They dispatched a number of squads there to attempt to locate this incident.
What did you do?
You know, I started just paying a little bit more attention. I stood up, I started looking in that direction just to try to be aware in case somebody came my way.
Okay. At some point, did you hear a radio transmission from Sergeant Warner?
I am aware of the transmission, but I did not hear it that day.
Okay. How did you become alerted to a problem?
It was about 4:37 p.m. I was standing up. I was sort of in the diagonal part of the intersection, and I heard a horn blaring, beep, 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 and that sort of like alerted me, trying to figure out what was going on White Rock in the staging area. So I started to look up that way.
Okay. What did you see?
At first, I didn't see anything, and then a few seconds later, I saw the people in the staging area start to spread apart. And within seconds, a red Ford Escape appeared to come through where the staging area was.
You saw this with your own eyes.
Yes, I did.
And did you see where the red Ford Escape went?
Yes, I did.
Where did it go?
Well, first it was coming down southbound. There was a vehicle that was stopped at the intersection in the lane that was supposed to turn to the left that was part of the parade. This vehicle went around that car and then started to make a left-hand turn.
Okay. What action, if any, did you take?
You know, as soon as I heard the car beeping and I was alerted, I started to head towards the center of the intersection. As the vehicle continued at me, I ran to get in front of the vehicle to try to get it to stop.
One thing that I wanted to say here is that I don't think he was actually beeping. Oh, he was not using his horn. I thought it was someone else that was beeping at him. That was what the sergeant heard. Because I don't think that Darrell Brooks was using the horn at all, or else he will be using it throughout the whole parade. I think it was someone else trying to be like, dude, stop.
What was going through your mind at this point?
Or alerting the people in the streets that someone was coming. Not Darrell Brooks.
I thought it was just a lost motorist, somebody that from the apartment building that wanted to get in their parking spot. You know, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes there's people that come through. They're impatient. What's going on? It's like it's a parade, and we have to tell them, hey, you can't be on the road right now. They always stop. It's
So you thought there was some innocent explanation at this point?
Correct. I thought I would get out in front of the car and he would just stop. We'd have a conversation and we'd safely get him off the parade route.
Okay. How did you try and stop the car, the Ford Escape?
Well, at first I was a little surprised that the vehicle kept coming at me because I'm in full police uniform. I'm standing in front of it and it started closing the distance pretty fast. So as the vehicle approached me, I started pounding on the hood.
So you were close enough to pound on the hood of the car?
Yes, I was in the roadway and the distance closed really fast.
Okay. How fast was the car traveling, would you say?
It could be 3 to 5 miles an hour, but in that area with all the people around and a vehicle that weighs 2,000 pounds against a person, I mean, it came upon me very fast and was very threatening.
Sure, but I mean, by the speedometer, it's not moving very fast, correct?
Correct.
At this stage?
Correct.
Okay. So you pound on the hood.
Correct.
Do you say anything?
I'm yelling stop and pounding on the hood and trying to get the person's attention so they can stop.
What happened?
The vehicle continued going. It like pushed right through me.
Were you struck by the car?
Yes.
How?
The vehicle contacted my body, and as it continued, I pushed down the left front of the vehicle.
Okay. And were you injured?
No.
Okay.
this was the last time that Darrell Brooks had a chance to get out, to not be involved in anything. They would have just stopped him, opened a little path for him to walk away, and he would have gone. The police had no idea that he had any involvement with the other situation to that point. So he could still run away. He could still just move the other way and, I don't know, go back to, I don't know, wherever he comes from, Nevada.
Did you see the driver of the car as it raced past you?
Yes, I did.
Did you get a good look?
An excellent look.
Who was driving that car, sir?
Darrell Brooks, the defendant.
You're 100% sure of that?
1,000.
Was there anybody else in the car, sir?
Not that I saw.
Not an objection about him not being consent to be called that name. He's taking it on the chin. He doesn't look happy about it. He has the little 11 that comes out in his forehead when he's mad. That you guys see that 11? That means that he's mad.
I'd like to show you an item that's been marked as exhibit number 8, please. Tell me when it's up, please.
Okay.
Can I have that number again?
Yes, 8.
Thank you.
It is up.
What do you see on the screen, sir?
So this is a camera from Randy's Imports, which would be on the southwest corner where I was located at. There's a number of cars in the parking lot, and on the north side you can see West Main Street, and there's a number of people that are on the sides of the roads that were spectators in the parade, and then there's people that were actually marching in the parade that you can see they have red shirts on.
You've seen this video clip before, sir?
Yes, I have.
Do you believe it's a true and accurate representation of the events of November 21, 2021?
Absolutely.
And this clip is about 28 seconds long, is that right?
Yes.
Move to admit and permission to publish number 8.
Mr. Brooks, any position on that?
What is the relevancy of it?
Is that an objection?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your objection's noted, it's overruled. Exhibit 8 is received, permission to publish is granted.
Okay, please orientate us.
So this is the south right here. This would be looking to the north, and White Rock Avenue is in this area here. This here is Main Street.
Okay. Right near that arrow that you drew, near the top of the screen, it looks like there's a very bright light at the top of the screen. Do you see that?
The street lights,
No.
or to the right?
To the. Yep, right there. What's up in that area, sir?
That would be the squad cars that I had with me.
Okay. You have the red and blues on?
Correct, on both vehicles.
Okay, and that's what that light is in that area.
Yes.
Now you scribbled all over this, but can you see yourself?
Not right now.
Not right now. Where do you remember standing?
So if the squad cars were by this circle right here,
Yep.
I would have been like right in this area to the left.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, but I'm going to ask Miss Gussie to put it in full screen because I'm not going to be pausing it or stopping it. I want to make sure we capture the whole top and bottom of this one. Okay.
We'll clear the annotation since this is a video.
So I'm going to play it through once, and we're just going to watch it, and then I'll ask you what we saw, and we can go back if we need to. Play.
Okay, we see it on top here. Is that it?
Do you want me to talk while it's going on or after?
No, because I can't see the counter, so.
Yep, there he goes. I don't think that was 5 miles an hour. That was really fast.
Okay, we're gonna do that one again with the counter up so I can pause it and have you point out. It's really hard to see what the heck we're supposed to be looking at on this one, isn't it?
Oh, well,
Yes.
we
All
saw
right.
it. We saw it.
So here we are, we're paused at, whoop, you're gonna start, okay. That's okay.
So right by the flashing lights on the left-hand side, you'll suddenly see me come out with the orange vest on.
Pause, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Detective. Okay, we're pausing at the 8-second mark. Show us, circle where the jury's supposed to be looking right now. And what are we gonna see up there?
You should see me walk from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, slow speed at first and then speeding up towards the end.
You are, in other words, you picked up the pace.
Correct, and then shortly after you'll see the red Ford Escape come down the street here and traverse westbound on Main Street.
Okay, now, is this video good enough to see you actually pounding on the hood?
Unfortunately, this black pickup truck is blocking where that happened at. If that pickup truck wasn't there, you would be able to see it.
Okay, and just to remind us, you're in a bright fluorescent yellow safety vest, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, play, please. Right there, is that you?
Yeah, that is me.
Okay, 12 seconds. Circle yourself,
Little
please. We're
person
paused
here.
at 12 seconds. Okay. Okay, go ahead and play, please.
And there's the
There's the red
madman.
SUV.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, but look at the difference of speed of the truck, the black truck that's right there, and the I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back again. Like, look at the difference of speed between the black truck and the Darrell Brooks SUV. Looks.
There's the red SUV.
Correct.
Okay.
He's flooring it.
Okay, thank you. That's it for Exhibit 8. I'm going to ask Ms. Gussie to pull up Exhibit 120. Tell me when it's on the screen, please, sir.
The photo is up.
Okay. Have you seen this photograph before, sir?
Yes, I have.
This is State's Exhibit 120. Do you believe this photograph is a true and accurate representation of the events of November 21, 2021?
Yes, I do.
You've seen this photograph before, sir?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Just tell the jury what it's a picture of.
It's a picture of the Ford Escape that was involved in this incident, and Darrell Brooks, the defendant, driving the vehicle.
Okay. Move to admit 120 and permission to publish.
Object.
Your objection is noted, it's overruled. Exhibit 120 is received, permission to publish is granted.
I don't consent to being called that name or defendant.
No one cares.
Objections noted.
Objection for hearsay as well.
Overruled.
When? Look at that, the 11. Can I do that? I kinda can do that.
Okay, detective, please help the jury see what we're supposed to see. Where is the red SUV? Dumb question.
In the screen.
So
I
it
guess.
looks like a person that's involved in the band. One of the band people are to your right in the center. And then right in the middle of the screen, you see a red vehicle. And then seated at the driver's seat is a gentleman with a white hoodie on.
It's kinda.
And appears to be black facial hair, is that correct?
Correct.
Is that what Darrell Brooks looked like as he drove past you just a block or two earlier?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name. I do not know anyone by that name, nor do I agree to being called that name. And it's hearsay.
It's not hearsay. Your objection's overruled. You may answer, Detective.
It's not hearsay, it's his personal experience pounding on that exact car, watching you eye to eye.
Yes, that's the defendant, Darrell Brooks, the person that drove past me and didn't stop when I tried to stop the vehicle.
Is that how he looked as he drove past you?
Yes, it is.
With the hood up?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the hood up when he went past me. It happened very fast. I could only see the outline of his face. I know some people later on say that they saw him with hair. When I saw the pictures with his hoodie up, it explained to me why I did not see his hair.
Okay.
And he's gonna come out and say that because it was a gray hoodie instead of a white hoodie, like the Casey said, that was not him. That's his invalidation of his entire testimony because he was wearing a gray sweatshirt instead of a white sweatshirt. So he's not it.
All right. Just let me consult here 1 second. I think I'm done for right now, Your Honor.
I like that little huddle. The whole team being like, we got enough. That's a nice image.
I don't have any other questions for this witness at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brooks, I will give you an opportunity to cross-examine, but that will be Monday morning since it is 4:41. Now 4:42. We've had a long week for the jurors and a couple of long nights, so I'm going to break now. I do need to read through an instruction. May Detective Casey step down? He may step down, thank you. Record to reflect that the state has provided to the clerk Exhibit 120.
That's 140.
Sorry, 141. You look back a page. 141. That's the summary exhibit that the court admitted pursuant to section 910.06 of the Wisconsin statutes. A copy of that exhibit will be provided to Mr. Brooks right now, and that's being handed to him by Deputy District Attorney Leslie Basie. All right, anything else we need to address before we conclude for the weekend from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state is excusing from its subpoenas, with the court's permission, please, Officer Phillips, Kyle Edwards, and Holly Berg.
Have you received any of the subpoena forms from Mr. Brooks related to any of these witnesses to assist with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize because I was speaking with Miss Basie. So she also reminded me that you were going to rule later as to Detective Guth and Erica Patterson. So we do not intend to recall these individuals. We would seek to release them from our subpoenas if they are on Mr. Brooks' witness list, which he has due on Monday, and he wants them subpoenaed. We would make arrangements to have them return. I guess the question is the exclusion order.
He's so ready to be like, yeah, I need those two back in the stand. I need to see Erica once more.
Or maybe we should wait to see his witness list on Monday.
Let's wait to see the witness list on Monday, please. That's your due date. So I expect that will be filed. And then I can take up the issue of releasing individuals from their subpoenas from the district attorney's office. And then, of course, I'll take up Monday morning the issue with Exhibit 6.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Brooks, anything from you at this time?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have the subpoenas. Like I said, I would need to, I guess, confer with how to properly get them done and filed in the right fashion.
Mr. Brooks, I've advised you previously, I would be willing to review for completeness. You need to get those to me in a timely fashion. Your witness list is due Monday, and so I expect those subpoenas to be brought with you first thing Monday morning, so I can address with you and the state how any of those witnesses who are also listed on the state's witness list, we can address the logistics of that. If they're not on the state's witness list, that's a different situation, but the state has offered for any witnesses, and the state can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's my understanding you have offered for witnesses that are on the state's witness list, that if Mr. Brooks names them, and absent, I guess, any objection by you for some lawful reason, you would assist in getting those subpoenas to those individuals.
Yes, and he wouldn't necessarily be limited to our list. We've offered, in addition to that, if there are relevant witnesses and it's reasonable to get them served, that is the southeastern Wisconsin area, we will assist in that, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you. That you brought that to my attention, and I didn't quite remember that. So get all your subpoenas together, get your witness list, and the state's offered some assistance in doing that.
I do want to state that I previously touched on that whole topic, that was one of my concerns when I was compiling my witness list was I gonna be calling anybody that they already had on their list. If you recall, I stated that for the record. That was
You mean witnesses they actually call, or just witnesses who are on the list?
both.
Well, if you want to question a witness and the witness is called by the state, that will be your opportunity to do that. Generally, that's how it's done. If you are asking to then have them recall during your case in chief, we can take that up at a later point in time, but you got to have the subpoenas available, okay?
Yeah, I follow that. I wanted it stated for the record that I had raised that issue because at that time, I still hadn't even gone through the entire witness list from the prosecution. It was 30 plus pages. That's a lot of names.
I
So
agree,
it was
Mr. Brooks, there's a lot of names, but I
pretty
actually
impossible to
extended
know.
the filing deadlines. They all have come and passed, but I, obviously in light of you representing yourself, I extended that, and have ordered that you file your witness list by Monday. So that's how we will address that. Do you have any other issues at this time?
Yes, I do.
Of course it does. But this was something that I wanted you guys to point some attention to, is that he's arguing that because of there were so many witnesses by the prosecution, that he didn't have any time to go over his own list. And that's not true. He was just gonna call every single witness that the state didn't call, because he thought that they had something that they didn't want to show, and that gets to horrible results, or just horrible results. Plus, Detective Good and Detective and Erica Patterson.
The statement of particulars that hasn't been responded to by affidavit.
It's not gonna be.
The notice of special appearance hasn't been
I
responded
direct
to.
your attention to the Barnaby decision, sir. The court's not going to be addressing that topic any further.
So what about the subject matter jurisdiction?
Sir, that's an argument that has been debunked repeatedly by the courts in the United States of America, all over the place. It is not recognized as any type of issue that a court needs to address. It is summarily denied.
Summarily.
Can you
Next
show
topic.
proof that it has no relevancy, Your Honor?
I direct you to the Barnaby decision, sir. All right.
There you go. She told him exactly where to look for subject matter jurisdiction. Is he gonna read the Barnaby decision during the weekend? I don't think so.
Can you show proof of that,
sorry?
Your Honor? Verified?
Give him what?
Can you show a verified affidavit of that?
She already told you where to look for the information. Go look for it.
No, all right, Mr.
That was great. No.
Brooks, the hearing today is concluded. We'll see everyone back here
So
on
you
Monday
got a
at
judicial
8:30
determination
a.m.
that
We
you
are
will
in
not
recess.
answer that question, Your
Court
Honor?
stepping off the bench.
That is.
And just like that, we are done with day 2. We're gonna come back with the next episode with day 3. It's gonna be a lot more shenanigans. Remember, he's gonna have the whole weekend to come up with strategies with his boyfriend, his mom's boyfriend, to wreck this case apart. All right, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and remember that you're great, you matter, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.